before we get started into this video, two things really quick. Number one, my New England Patriots play in Super Bowl 60 tomorrow. Okay. If you are a Seattle Seahawks fan, shout out to you, but also strap it in. Okay. You are the enemy. You guys will be going down by the score of 27-21. All right. 27-21 Patriots. I've already read the script. And if they go off script and we lose, just know I'm somewhere hanging on by a thread to stay alive. All right. So that's number one. Number two, I'm going to make a post about it, a community post, but some of you guys may not see it. We will be getting back to the content soon, starting tomorrow. Right. We will be reacting to 3 shows simultaneously, and we will be doing movies on Fridays. Those 3 shows being Severance, my very first anime, Attack on Titan, and we will be picking Peaky Blinders back up. I'm gonna finish that show because I loved it. I hate I took a break from it, but those are the 3 shows that we will be watching every week. And then on Fridays we will have a movie. That movie this week will be The Prestige. So we have 3 shows, 1 movie each and every week, and that's how we gonna do it, man. So shout out to me, shout out to y'all, and let's ride. Now let's get into this long video. Shout out to y'all. Better Call Saul time. Yes, it is. We are back for the recap, right? Back for the recap of Better Call Saul. We did a similar video like this when we finished Breaking Bad, and hopefully we can recreate the magic this time around with this one. So we are gonna get into it. I got a whole lot of stuff to talk about. I made a bunch of notes, right? Went back and rewatched every video I did to this show, which I always hate doing, but look, we got to do it for the vid, man. We got to do it. So we got a lot to talk about, a lot to get into, and we gonna get it started. So first things first, we want to start with you guys. Look, yay, shout out to y'all. Thank you guys for watching. You know, if you've been watching me since the beginning, if you've been watching me ever since Breaking Bad, or if you watched me, you know, somewhere along this journey, thank you so much, man. I can't say thank you enough, man. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Jason. Thank you. You guys didn't spoil anything. There was a lot of things that you could have spoiled. I don't think anybody spoiled anything for the most part for me here. So look, thank you to you guys for watching. If you ever left a like, to all the people that left comments under most of the videos, like shout out to all of y'all, man. I really wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for y'all watching and tuning in. So I appreciate y'all, man. That's the first thing we want to get out the way. And I guess up next, that kind of leads me into just the show. I think this show was brilliant. It was amazing. It was fantastic. Any adjective, right, along those lines that you want to use. I do think that this was a really good show. It wasn't as action-packed as Breaking Bad, right? But I do think towards the end of the show, you got all the thrills that you needed, of course. And then it was a very up and down, just kind of roller coaster ride, you know, just throughout the plot, throughout all the characters and their arcs and developments. I really do think that it gave you a good balance between shock and just a good show, good story, good plot. You know, you can't have every episode be this big thrills. I do think this series did a good job of balancing everything out. And I guess that's going to lead me to my biggest takeaway, which I don't really have one takeaway. I have a few, right? Like when I was thinking what my biggest takeaway is, I was just going to say Saul Goodman. You know, he's the guy, but I felt like that was a bit too general, too easy. So I guess when I kind of zoomed out on Saul, a couple things kind of stood out to me, which was influence, like the influence that you have, and the whole you are who you are thing, and even the brotherly love type thing that he had going on with Chuck. I think those are my 3 biggest things. When you think about the influence, you know, in this show, and it wasn't just Saul, just the influence that Saul had on everyone, the influence Chuck had on people, the influence Kim had, the influence Howard had, the influence Dugan had, right? A lot of these characters was doing something because they were influenced by someone else. You're doing this, okay, so I'm gonna do this in response to that. I'm gonna do this to combat that. I'm gonna try and one up you because you got me this time, so I have to do this. And just to be influenced by someone, I really do think that was a huge part of this show, and it was the reason for a lot of deaths, right? For a lot of victories, a lot of defeats, and just a lot of the stuff in between. So influence was definitely one of my things that kind of stuck out to me. Another thing is that you are who you are. When someone shows you who you are, you believe it. And I think the biggest thing for me in this was like the Chuck and Saul conversations that they would always have. And one thing that Chuck was always telling Saul was like, you are who you are. You know what I'm saying? This is who you are. Don't try and change it, accept it. And it's like, yes, this man Saul was a terrible person. Like, let's not forget that. And I'll get a little bit more into that when I do my character rankings, but he was a terrible person all around. That's just kind of who he was. It was some good qualities in him, of course, but I think overall he was pretty much a bad guy, and it just followed him throughout. Like, we got introduced to him way back in Breaking Bad, and I think this show did a good job in introducing us to how he became that way. And he was always this kind of guy. Even with Chuck in the 3 seasons that we got to know him, he was who he was. I think Kim, we got to see her for who she really was. So I do think, yes, you are who you are. You could talk to some of the people that I went to middle school with, elementary school with, and they'll be like, oh, he was like this and this and this. And I'll be like, yeah, that's still kind of me to this day. I do think you are who you are, unless you've had like some kind of traumatic, crazy, big shift change in your life. You are who you are and who you've always been. I mean, of course you can get better, but y'all know what I'm trying to, look, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Damn. And then I think the last one is like brotherly love. And this is kind of like a smaller one, but I do think, like I said, just the Chuck and Saul relationship. I really do think that those two drove each other crazy. Like I said, there was real love there, regardless of how nasty it got, regardless of how much they may have been trying to tear each other down or like defeat one another. There was love there. I always think of the scenes of like Saul bringing him his food and his ice and all of that stuff to kind of help him out when he was at his crib. And I'm like, he wouldn't be doing this if there was no love there. And even on the flip side with Chuck was the one that helped him get out of jail, eventually getting a mailroom job at HHM. I'm pretty sure Chuck had something to do with that. And even him, he influenced Saul to be a lawyer. Like, he wanted to get his shit right. So I do think that the brotherly love there, from the positive side, there was real love, but then also on the other side, like I said, there was a lot of battles, a lot of arguments, debates, back and forth, a lot of comeuppance, all of that type of stuff that they was trying to do. And I felt like that was a driving force throughout the show, even past Chuck's demise. Like, after he died, Chuck was on Saul's mind a lot, and we seen that through like the exit signs, the space blanket in the desert. There was a ton of that stuff. If you have siblings out there, it doesn't have to be just brothers, but I feel like you could understand a little bit of what I'm talking about when I talk about the brotherly love, man. Like, these two, and I'll get into them more later on. But yeah, those are my 3 biggest takeaways. And also, a thing with this show, like I said, I've said this multiple times, I love a good origin story. I love to see how a character becomes, how they become, or who they become. And like I said, we got introduced to Saul in Breaking Bad, and we kind of knew him as the guy who knew all like the ins and outs and had all the connects to like the dark side of New Mexico. And I think this show does a great job at kind of introducing us to him. You know, we get introduced, like, we know him as Saul, but then they introduced us to James McGill and Slip and Jimmy. And then he becomes Saul Goodman. And then he ends up being Gene Takovic towards the end. Like, most of this show, the vast majority of this show is the prelude to Breaking Bad. And like I said, I think they did a good job at letting us know who and how Saul became who he ended up becoming, even with like the flashbacks of him being a kid in his dad's shop, and Chuck was like, you know, our dad was a pushover, he was easy to get over, and Saul would, you know, steal money from the register and all of that stuff, and his dad would refuse to believe it. And it's like, those are kind of the things that but those are the things that made him eventually who he was. He is who he is, right? Like I said, going back to my big takeaway. But love a good origin story. I love to see that. I love to see Kim. Even with Kim, people were shocked to see, I guess people were kind of shocked to see her running behind Saul and his influence and do all the bad stuff. But as we seen, her flashbacks as her as a kid, she grew up dysfunctional family. Her and her mom didn't have the best relationship, and I guess that kind of led her to doing the things that she ended up doing. Like, you could look at Kim and be like, damn, like, I expect this from Saul, but not you. That's what Howard had said, right? I expect Saul to do this kind of stuff, but you never. But it's like, her and her mom was doing stuff like this as well, and that's kind of always been in her, right? So I do think this did a great job at introducing you and giving you origin stories of these characters to see how they really, really are, right? And just a quick shout out to, you know, all the writers Vince Gilligan and all these people that put the show together. I think this show was probably a little bit tougher to do than Breaking Bad, just because this is the prelude and everything just has to line up right. I always say they probably at a whiteboard or something, making sure all the timelines match and there's no holes in the story. There's a lot of reintroductions to some, older characters we've seen in Breaking Bad. And it's like, you can't just throw those characters in all willy-nilly. Like, you have to make sure they fit in the story right, or it's not gonna work. And I'm pretty sure they spend a lot of time doing that. So shout out to them. These niggas is making great television. Look, they did it once and then they did it again. They just shout out to them, man. MVPs of the league. And they all did this shit for us to look at and watch, bro. Shout out to them once again. Like I said, shout out. Now we're going to get into some rankings. I have my top 5 episodes, my top 5 characters. We will do episodes first. It was obviously, there's a couple episodes that I loved, but for the most part, I don't think I was clinging on to like a singular episode all the time. It was just kind of more so like an arc or just a period throughout the show. But of course I did go back and I got 5. So we have my top 5 episodes of this show. Coming in at number 5, we have Chicanery, which may be a bit of a hot take. I feel like that's in a lot of people's top 3 or top 2. But I have Chicanery at 5. This was after Saul had got secretly recorded by Chuck admitting to the whole felony thing, and it was the case of him, of Chuck trying to get his lawyer license stripped or get him disbarred or whatever it was. And this man Saul, like I said, that competition that they had of just trying to get over on one another, that was when he recruited Huel to get the phone battery off of him and put it in the room with him, and they had all the lights and stuff off. But it really just, like I said, that back and forth battle between Saul and Chuck, because Saul was trying to get Chuck just completely unraveled, and he got him to be that towards the end. He was like, I'm not crazy. He's trying to do this. He's making it. And then in the whole thing, it was like when he took a step back and just like took a deep breath, he was like, damn, I apologize. Like, I see how crazy I look. But I love that episode. And like I said, the exit sign, made its appearance multiple times after that in the show, just to kind of be like a resemblance of Chuck, because we know what ended up happening to him. So I have that at number 5. Number 4, we have Bagman. Look, Bagman. This was when Lalo had got locked up, and then his bond got set at $7 million. He tells Saul to go pick it up. Saul, he picks it up from the twins. He's on his way back, and then he gets intercepted by this group of people that's coming to kill him and get the money. But then Mike is out there and he snipes him and takes care of business. They're ending up trying to survive in the desert, still running away from one of the guys. They got all of them except for one, and they just trekking through the desert, and they look terrible. Saul looks awful. They trying to lug this money and be conservative with the water. Saul is drinking his own piss, right? And I'm freestyling, rapping my ass off. Come on, man. Love that episode. But like, Kim had also went to go see Lalo in prison, and like, that's when Mike had told Saul, like, yo, Kim is in the game now. And that's kind of when you felt like, yeah, she's being dangerous. Like, at that point, they had got married, and she was just trying to make sure that Saul was okay, but she took a big risk right there doing that. And also Mike brought out the space blanket, which was another Chuck reminder. So I have Bagman at number 5, at number 4. Yeah, I love that episode. Like I said, my freestyle, I was going crazy. At number 3, I have Lantern. I really love this episode. I feel like I could put this at number 1, but I'm gonna keep it at number 3. Obviously, this was the episode when Chuck, took himself out, and it was sad to see, because he tears the house apart, the whole electricity thing. He was just unraveling, right? And it was so sad to see, because he was doing well prior to that. Like, he was walking outside, he was building up his tolerance, he had the lights and stuff on in his house, had the music playing. And that was also the episode when him and Saul had their last conversation about just this is who you are who you are, you hurt everyone around you, just accept it. I've never really cared about you as a brother that much. And I feel like that probably is my favorite scene of the entire show, just because it sticks out to me, and it stands true throughout the rest of the way. Like, if you think about all the people that Saul got hurt and got killed, it all tracks back to that conversation. He never changed, even going, fast forwarding through Breaking Bad, and even with Gene, you know what I'm saying? He was still doing Slip and Jimmy stuff. Like, that scene to me is so important, right? And like I said, just him completely unraveling. It was because of the whole lawyer insurance thing. Saul, once again, trying to get over on his brother, got his lawyer insurance canceled or taken out or whatnot, and that's what down spiraled him to his death. So I love that episode for so many reasons. And like I said, Chuck dying was just, it was sad. But I got that at number 3. At number 2, I have Saul Gone, which is the series finale, the last episode. I feel like similar to Felina in Breaking Bad, there was just a lot of closure. I feel like whatever Saul's fate was in this show, it was going to be met at the end of this one. He ends up going away basically for life in prison. He had whittled it down all the way to 7 years, but he just wanted to get the truth off, right? He seen Kim for one last time, made sure she was there to hear the truth and everything he did. I think that yeah, it was just a great closure. And I feel like Saul Gone was the perfect title, because Saul was gone to prison for life, but then also came out, told all the truth. So like Saul Goodman, Slippin' Jimmy, all of that stuff is gone. And he said, you know, I'm not Saul Goodman, I'm James McGill. So I guess the name was gone as well. So it was just like him kind of saying goodbye to that part of his life. And like I said, he walked away, or Kim walked away from him for one last time, and that was it. You know, to see him get pushed out the frame by the wall. He was really gone, man. That was a great episode. And like I said, the musical number that they was about to break into, right, towards the end on the bus, I don't know why they did that, but I love that episode. When I was watching, I was like, holy shit, this is pretty good. Right, so I got that at number 2. Coming in at number 1, this may not come to any surprise, but I have Plan and Execution, where there were plans and there was executions in the literal sense, right? This is the episode when Howard got up out of here. Lalo came through and shot him in the head, and that to me was the biggest shock of the whole show. And I feel like similar to Ozymandias, and I'm making all of these Breaking Bad comparisons, but I mean, shit, it's the same. Look, it's the same creators, same writers and everything, so it's gonna be some comparison. But I feel like with Ozymandias, you got that episode, and then you still had 2 episodes left. So that was like the big shock, but then you get the calm down and just like the conclusion later. I feel like with this one, Howard getting killed was like the big shock. And even the next episode with Lalo and them getting buried, that was like the big shock. And then you get the cool down kind of the rest of the way. I like that. I like that method. Instead of just ending the show on just this big shebang, you kind of give it a little bit ahead and then just let it kind of ride out. I do like that. But that was the episode when Lalo was, you know, up underneath the sewer, and he was staking out the laundry, and he had figured that Gus was tapping his phone calls. Y'all had let me know the crackling on the phone is he had to go to another plan. And that's when the roach had ran by, and y'all had told me that Lalo had called Saul a roach, and that's what made him think of that. And that's what made him pop up and end up taking out Howard. That episode was great, man. I love that episode. And I guess just when I have to put them up on the board, that's going to be number 1 for me. So those are my top 5 episodes. Look, hopefully you agree. Hopefully I'm not too crazy. I feel like that's a good 5. Coming in at 5, this may be a bit of a surprise, but I have Gustavo Fring. Like I said, the point and shoot episode is when I gained a lot of respect for him. Just for him to put the gun in the bulldozer, you know, way back when previously, and him ended up needing that to take out Lalo, to take out the big guy. Like I said, I respected him for that. He was walking around, he had got shot kind of prior to that, and he got out of that situation alive, you know, and ends up burying Lalo and Howard underneath in the lab. But like, even before that, like, I hate on this dude so much. I call him Dugan, but always a smart guy, always is on top of stuff, has a plan. You got to respect it. You know what I'm saying? So after that whole situation, I kind of just came around to Dugan. I got him at number 5. So look, get off my back. To all the people that say I hate him, get off me, bro. Get off. Coming in at number 4, we have Mike Airman Trout. I think this time around in this show, we got a lot more of Mike. Like I said, the 5-0 episode, we didn't get anything like that in Breaking Bad, but the 5-0 episode did a good job kind of giving us backstory on his life, his son, right? Still a great grandfather to his granddaughter Kaylee, and you know, he's doing all of this work essentially for her and his family, just for them to be okay in the future. And he's another guy, you don't want to mess with him. The guys had jumped him or tried to jump him on the street that one time, and he had whooped the dude's ass, but then they ended up getting him later on. And he had to go to Mexico. But I love Mike, that drowsy ass face. You know, he's just cool, bro. He's but he's a marksman with the sniper. And look, he can survive in the desert, even though he's old as shit. So, but coming in at number 3, we have Charles McGill, aka Chuck. And this dude, to me, is one of, if not the most important character in this show, in my opinion. All the back and forth conversations that him and Saul had, specifically the lantern one. They had a conversation in the Pimento episode where he is just telling this dude, Saul, you are who you are, bro. You can't escape it. You hurt everyone around you. He just kept letting them know, and he was right. And he was like, even you know what I'm saying is right. And so he was always that guy. But Chuck, also smart dude, like everybody else was. He was the older brother, so he had this maturity, kind of wisdom, kind of side angle to him. And he just made for a great character. I didn't like him during the show when I was watching, but like once he passed away and kind of towards the end of the show, I was like, I kind of like Chuck's character. And I kind of felt the same way with Howard. I didn't even name Howard as an honorable mention, but I think once kind of they was doing what they was doing to Howard, Saul and Kim, that whole thing, I was like, he doesn't deserve this. And I kind of lightened up on him a little bit more, and it sucked to see him go. But with Chuck, it was kind of that times 10. Like, this dude was really, really important. And like I said, we get the space blanket, we get the exit sign all the way, up until the end of the show, just to be a constant reminder of this guy, Chuck. And I also think the episode when Saul and Kim had went to HHM after Howard's passing and talked to his wife, his widow, Saul had said something like, I envy Chuck because he had the respect of my brother. And that just kind of lets you know, once again, that brotherly love, it was always there. And Chuck he was a person of respect. People respected Chuck. He was not always good, not always clean. He was a bit annoying, but he always had the respect of others around him. So he definitely is top 3. Coming in at number 2, Saul Goodman, James McGill, Gene Takovic, Slippin' Jimmy, all of that. I mean, that may be a hot take, but it is what it is. The main character, the character that the show is named after, I have Saul. I think this dude, terrible person. Like I said, let me not forget, this dude is a terrible guy. We knew that in Breaking Bad. In this show, we see even more of it. He's a terrible dude. So he's a bad influence. He destroys everything around him, and that's just kind of who he is and how he's always been. But there are good qualities to this guy. Like I said, his hustler, go-getter mentality. I've always said that if I had that kind of mentality, I would be way better off than I currently am. But that's just something I always admired about him. Super smart guy, of course. He always had a connect, always had a plan. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it's Saul, bro. It's like it's nothing is self-explanatory. Like, he's a terrible person, but I like some stuff about him. Cool dude, and yeah, like it's Saul Goodman. Like, what must else I say? You know what I'm saying? Like, we see this dude from season 1 all the way to season 6, and it was just like you see a whole lifetime basically in his story and his character. And so that's why I have him at number 2. Coming in at number 1, we have Kimberly, no middle name, Wexler. I love this woman. I loved Kim. I think she probably wasn't my favorite character up until like towards the end, maybe like the end of season 5 and season 6, because I was always worried about Kim. I was always thinking about her when watching the show. What is she gonna do? How is she feeling? What's going on with Kim, right? Come on, Kim. Once Howard got killed, and just the way she was acting, and she ends up the whole fun and games episode when she was like, I did all of this because I was having fun. And like I said, you get the flashbacks with her and her mom, so you kind of see that this has been in her partly. This wasn't all just Saul. This was kind of this being in her a little bit as well. And that fun kind of just got a little bit too fun, too crazy, too hectic. And Howard ends up dying there, and she ends up just having to get away. She quit. She quit as a lawyer. She got a new job, moved to Florida, just having a whole different life. And I just love Kim, and I always loved her. The main reason why I love this woman was because she had that motherfucking cigarette. Look, it didn't matter if times was stressful, if she was winning, if she was losing, victory, defeat, if it was a long day, good day, whatever. She could always depend on that cigarette in the parking lot at HHM or the courthouse, or above the balcony. She was always sparking up, and we loved that, right? Loved that. But she was also a smart woman, hardworking woman. So look, Kim, I was like, she might actually be my favorite character. Look, when she was out there with Jesse in the rain, I was like, okay, yeah. When you get the cigarette and the pants together, you gotta be my favorite character after that, right? I gotta put you number one. So she is my number one favorite character in this show. So yeah, Kim, Saul, Chuck, Mike, and Dugan, my top 5. And I feel like that's a valid top 5. If you got Lalo in there, of course, right? But I feel like those are my top 5, and that's pretty good. So I think last but not least, my favorite part of the show, or my favorite part of the video, we getting in some of these clips, man. Some of my favorite clips, some of my favorite moments and memories with this show. I think when I did this video last time, some of y'all had said, you know, people don't do this when they finish a show. And I'm like, yo, why not? I feel like this should be normal. This should be regular. Like, people should kind of give a bit of a recap, because most likely y'all aren't going back and watching my whole journey again. So I feel like this clip section, it just kind of gives you a good reminder of like, oh yeah, I remember this part, or I remember when he did this, when he was dancing to this song, or when he looked like an idiot right here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the clips is just a good little reminder of what you get. So that's what we gonna get, man. And look, last time we started with Jesse's pants, so this time we starting off with another banger with you know, I got a watch on my left wrist and it's telling me the time. It's cigarette time. Ooh, woo, right? Cigarette time. We about to get into it. Well, I will say this for a quick backstory, and I've explained this a couple times on this channel before. To those of you who don't know, cigarette time, I have never smoked a cigarette a day in my life. God's honest truth. I've never smoked before. I used to work this job, and every day this guy I worked with, he would be looking at the clock, counting down the minutes to his break, and he would be like, ooh, it's cigarette time. Yep, I'm about to go smoke me a cigarette. And there'll be another dude that'll be like, yep, cigarette, about to smoke us a cigarette. They would say that every day, and that just stuck out to me. Even after I left that job, that always stuck out to me. So when I see someone smoke a cigarette, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. When a cigarette was shown and smoked, we had to get to it. Look, I had to do it. So here are my favorite cigarette time moments. Roll the clip. Damn. Look, cigarette time. And right back in, huh? Cigarette time. Ooh, cigarette.
I was worried about you. I must have called a dozen times.
Ooh, look at that. Cigarette time. Ooh, cigarette.
I'm loving the new look.
Children, man, they acting like kids. But look at that motherfucking cigarette. Look, it's cigarette time. Ooh, cigarette.
The nice place?
Ooh, she been calling these people so damn much. You know what she had to have? It was coming. Cigarette time. Ooh, cigarette. Ooh, y'all know what them is. It's cigarette time.
Wolves and sheep. Figure out which one you're gonna be.
But these niggas, Schweikert and Coakley, could be using her. And look at her using that motherfucking cigarette. It is cigarette time. Ooh, shit. Cigarette. That look, that cigarette, it never left me alone. It never did me wrong. You feel me?
Kim, I won't be back in tonight.
Will do.
Yeah, he's gonna be in some trouble. It's looking like my man is reaching for a cigarette. Ooh, cigarette time. Oh no, don't drop it. Don't drop it.
Yeah, that was a ton of fun.
Oh, it's cigarette time. Yes, it is. Ooh-wee. Cigarette.
I was driving.
Oh, it's cigarette time. Cigarette. Ooh, look at that little cigarette. Cause look, nigga, it's cigarette time. Ooh, cigarette. Talk about it. Oh shit. cigarette time. Yes, it is. It's time for a motherfucking cigarette. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's been a while. Look, ooh. Remember we used to get that like every episode back in season 1? But now they don't want to smoke no more. Ooh, 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 cigarette. Ooh, how could I forget? How could I forget? Look at that cigarette. It is cigarette time. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Cigarette. Ooh. Somebody put it in the comments. I'm not going to say it. I want one of y'all to say it. And cigarette. Ooh. She gonna get it in. But before we do anything, right? Before we do anything, y'all know what time it is. Cigarette. Look at the motherfucking pants. Oh my God. Look at his pants. I'm gonna tell you, bro, that motherfucker never left me. It never left me. It never left my side, bro. It never left my motherfucking side. I was never alone because at the end of the day, we had that motherfucking cigarette. Ooh, wee. Jesus, bro. Takes you back to season 1, right? In the parking lot. And they was just talking about everything. Business, what Saul was gonna do next, what Kim was doing at HHM. Ooh, 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 ooh. That was just magical, man. So shout out to the cigarettes. Shout out to the cigarettes. Next one, we had another little fun one. We had the space blanket, the Pop-Tart wrapper, the aluminum foil, the baked potato. Every time Chuck would wear his thing, I always said he looked like something. So here are some of my favorite space blanket moments. Let's get to it.
You're gonna have to take it black.
Out of milk.
Bro, look like a big ass baked potato, don't he? He almost lost his life going out there for that newspaper, looking like a damn baked potato. And that's it. And look, we know who that is.
Albuquerque police. Hello.
Bro, looking like he on the end of an antenna right now. Looking like a baked potato.
Ship. That's all it was.
He looked like whenever you go to the movie theaters and you line your pockets with aluminum foil so you can sneak in snacks so you don't have to pay for nothing. Bro, he got brownies and sandwiches in him right now.
Okay, I will be good.
Look at Chuck. Nigga look like a Pop-Tart. Crazy good.
Chuck.
I have no sympathy. And guess what? My nigga got that, look, he got that blanket on and look what I bought.
Do you want me to get you to the hospital?
No. No hospital.
Oh shit, this nigga over there looking like one of these, ain't it? And look, we already know hot fudge sundae. It's a top three flavor by far. You know what I'm saying? But that's what that nigga looked like on that couch right there. Crazy good. The lights and the phones to be present. How is this gonna turn out? Cause this nigga got his damn Pop-Tart suit on.
Yeah.
They're here.
Okay. You want to go to bed?
So he's back home and he's back in his Pop-Tart suit. Don't tell me he has everything covered in this stuff, does he? My God, it's Pop-Tart land.
These walls are plaster and lath. No protection at all. I might as well be standing in the middle of a pasture.
This joint look like that episode of SpongeBob when they was in the future. Future. Uh-oh. Look, let me stop playing. Space blanket. Who used to wear those? Good old Pop-Tart, man. It's been a while. Another one. This is one that I had in Breaking Bad. The food takes. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my food takes are 1000% accurate. If you disagree, you are incorrect. Everything I say is about to be right. However you feel about it. But it's law at the end of the day. So here are some of my favorite food take moments from this show. You gotta agree with me.
I'll take an edible arrangement as a sorry, heavy on the pineapple.
Ooh, good old pineapple. That is the top 5 fruit of all time. Yes, it is. If you disagree, you are wrong. Food takes are back. Food take. When it comes to cake, the best type of cakes, lemon cake, pound cake, and regular birthday cake, whatever that is. All of that chocolate, fudge, red velvet, carrot shit. No, absolutely not. We're gonna get those out. You know what I'm saying? Those taste really good when you put them in the trash can. Also, real quick, frosted strawberry that's the best Pop-Tart flavor, bro. Easy is frosted strawberry at number 1. Number 2, hot fudge sundae. That's like low-key underrated. And then 3rd would be cookies and cream. And then 4th is like brown sugar cinnamon. Only got 4, but those are top 4. Anything else is wrong. Don't tell me that's a damn pimento cheese sandwich, man. Look, go ahead and eat that if you want to, bro. Eat that pimento cheese if you want to. When you wake up in the morning and you got a extra ear growing out the back of your head, don't be wondering why. You know exactly why. Bro, this ice cream is going to be no good. Speaking of ice cream, food take, vanilla is the best flavor of ice cream. It's vanilla number 1, cookies and cream 2, strawberry 3, chocolate 4 million. That shit is last on the list. It's trash. If you eat chocolate ice cream, bro, nah, dog. We got to get you out of here. Jack in the Box. Let me tell you something, bro. If you eat from Jack in the Box, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. Just stop eating it. I'll just say that. Please. Let's go. I heard that shit was not good, bro. It's not good. Did y'all see them chips in the back? I'm going to go ahead and tell you, bro. Salt and vinegar is low-key the best Lay's flavor, bro. It's salt and vinegar, then plain, then barbecue, bro. That's top 3. All that ketchup shit, all of that other stuff that flavors they be having, them the only 3 you need.
Just a large cheese. Yes, sliced, please.
I'll always bring back my my pizza food take. Pizza needs no more than 2 toppings, bro. Get you some pepperoni and cheese, call it a day. Sausage, call it a day. Once you start getting 3, 4, 5, 6, that supreme, nah, man. Go ahead and feed that to the dog.
Put a box of McNuggets.
Let me tell you something, bro. If you eat McNuggets and you're over the age of, I don't even know, if you grown and you eat McNuggets, you need to stop, please. I can understand eat McDonald's from time to time, but Jesus, you have to let that go. First off, curly fries, ugh. That Arby's bullshit, no. Arby's is trash, just all around. Only thing they got is the beef and cheddar, and then they got good mozzarella sticks and milkshakes. Outside of that, all of their other food, it tastes no good.
Cereal.
Y'all want to know what a good ass cereal is? Kix. Oh my God, it's plain. You can throw sugar in it if you want to kind of make it sweet, but I don't do that, not anymore. But just get you a bowl of Kix. Ooh.
What Colonel Sanders is to chicken, Saul Goodman is to the law.
Bad for it. Because let me tell you something, bro. If you eating KFC, you need to give that up. Jesus Christ. Even though I will say I used to eat them laptop meals back in the day with the mashed potatoes, the mac and cheese. Ooh. Up next, we have Come On, Kim. I feel like this was a little one that I would do. Anytime Kim was, I don't even know. It was just, come on, Kim. Damn. Get your head out your ass. Get your head out the clouds. Let's get it together, Kim. Come on. Right?
I'm sorry. I
get it.
Come on, Kim. Like, come on, Kim. Like, I know you got some kind of power, bro. Pull a string or something. Look, come on, Kim. What you gonna do?
Surprise? No, could you afford this?
Look, damn. Look, come on, Kim. Damn. Shout out to Kim. Like she said, she's a bit of a pushover, but look, we thank you for that. Now print them damn pages and bring them over to the residents. You know? Don't worry. Look, don't you trouble your little mind with that Kim. Damn, come on.
Yeah, that's, wow.
Oh, look, she knows, but look, come on, Kim. Damn. You know? She know what went down. The start of that. Work your magic. Come on, Kim. Damn.
Okay, just let me know. I'll see you.
Look, I don't get no hug, no little kiss goodbye. Damn. Come on, Kim.
So, Let's go.
Look, come on, Kim. Look, even as a kid, get it together.
You're going to forget you ever heard the name Howard Hamlin.
Yes, Kim, come on.
It is pretty great.
Kim, this is fantastic.
Look, damn, come on, Kim. Be excited. Another one. Like I said, I went back and was rewatching all the episodes, and I was realizing that the script in this show had them saying some crazy stuff, like some very pause-worthy stuff. And I caught myself, or I just realized that I was saying pause, because look, some of this stuff was just a bit ridiculous. So here are some moments of me just going pause because the script got a little too wild, okay?
You got a mouth on you.
Hey, yo, bro, that's crazy. You gotta pause that one.
Enjoy the magic flute.
Blow my magic flute.
Okay, hey, bro. They talking about full cock, half cock, blowing flutes. Hey, bro. Like I didn't know. Y'all should have told, you know.
All I've done is try to make Chuck happy. Bend over backwards to please Chuck.
Pause. That's crazy, Saul.
Heads up.
Are those cashews in there? This is about to be crazy, but cashews are the best type of nuts that you can have, bro. Oh my God. The salted ones? Ooh.
You coming here threatening my family? Guess you're gonna need a bigger stick, old man.
Pause. Come on, Nacho. That's crazy.
What are we drinking too? Got a juicy one for you.
Pause. Ooh, Saul. Whoa, Saul. I don't know, bro. It's a lot harder than it looks. Pause.
Me dice sabrosito que el de Gustavo es más grande que el tuyo.
Pause.
Only on 5. He's pushing it. Give it to him.
Pause.
Give it to him.
Pause.
Go ahead.
Is this the medicine kicking in? Oh yeah, go ahead. Get it in. Look, put that in you. Pause. At what point do we start getting more from like a nutsack? Just doesn't know who came and got him.
Can I see it?
Hey, pause, bro. I don't know you like that. Don't you ever ask me no shit like that again, Dugan.
Tell the others. Right choice, you're paying for the best.
The best ass reaming.
That'd be extra.
Oh my look, hey. We do not know nothing about that over here. That's crazy. Music moments, right? This is another one I'm bringing back from Breaking Bad. Like I said, I'm always willing to jam out and rock out to some music. We're gonna have a good time over here, okay? It's no denying that. So here are some of my favorite music moments. Let's get to it. Na 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 na. Love that joint. That Nancy Sinatra. Let's get it.
Not even.
I threw a wish in the well. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I gotta let Carly Rae Jepsen go, bro. I gotta let it go.
The Kettlemans, all 4 of them, safe and sound.
Safe and sound. I can lift you up. Bum, 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 bum. That's crazy. Pause. I bet you're thinking she's so cool. Kicking back on the couch, making eyes from across the room. Y'all will be surprised at my taste in music. Wait, I think I've been there too. It's the same old story, same old song and dance, my friend. Look, y'all know that song? Put it in the comments if you know. I love that song. With your old hurdy-gurdy.
So many sights to see when I look in my window.
Yeah. Look, what's the name of that? That joint, like, that came on smooth, like, didn't it? Hey, as much as I'm kind of down trending with Chuck right now, look, he playing the hell out this piano. I give him that. Piano is like always the one instrument. If I could learn how to play one, it would be that one. So look, if you play piano out there, shout out to you. And go. Damn. What the fuck? What is going on? It's Sidney Jacques reacting on the I couldn't. We react over here. We don't freestyle.
Last, I'm gonna lay right down here in the grass, and pretty soon all my troubles will pass. Cause
yeah,
son, cause I'm in
shush. Hey, shush. Hey, what's the name of this, bro? I'm about to follow. Look, put it in the comments. What's the name of this joint? Hey, I'm fucking with this song, bro. I'm sorry. I can't hold it. Oh. Look, what's the name of this joint? Look, y'all always get me right in the comments, bro. What's the name of this song right here? Y'all hear that fucking guitar? Let's get it. Somebody put that in the comments. Look, that's going to the playlist. Come on, man. What's the name of that song? Please. Look, what's the name of that song, bro? I'll be telling you, bro, when they be playing music in these shows, bro, they be fire, bro. Look. She had to put him on. She didn't want to hear him no more. You dream of walls that hold us in prison. It's just a skull. At least that's what they call it. We're free to fall. Was it like a baseball, shorty? I just gotta be thrown. That's whatever. Now you gotta admit, out of all the reactors that you may watch, I don't know if y'all be watching reactors like that, but out of all the ones that you watch, I have to be the one that be fucking with the music the most, bro. Don't nobody be willing to look like an ass jamming out to some music more than me, bro. I know it. I know I have to be. Gotta be number one. Piss in a bottle and hit the throttle so we can get the fuck up out of here. Nigga, I'm rapping on this beat. Y'all can't fuck with me. My name is Sydney. I'm the young nigga that'll hit you in the knee. Make your mama cry, nigga, make your daddy flee. I fucking sting you like a bee. Cause I got my fucking medal. And I put it around my neck. Getting to this money, nigga, you know that's a bit. Put it on the back, nigga, put it on the head. Nigga, we reppin', we do it for the set. It's Better Call Saul. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm the baddest motherfucker touching the wall. And I got this Gatorade. Nigga, hit your ass and stay. Well, you know you should've stayed. You know you should've lied. Hit the fucking like button, nigga, just subscribe. Cause I'ma do my thing, nigga, I'ma get a ride. And now we fucking squeezing, it's a new season. Nigga about to hit to the 6th season. Get the gun and now we squeezing. Catch a bullet that I'm heaving. Cause I'm in the field. I don't know how much of that I'm gonna keep in, but just off the top of the dome, bro. You see how you can do that? See how I did that? Come on, bro. I'm telling you, bro, when it come to this reaction game, I'm a diamond in the rough, bro. How many reactors you know doing stuff like that? Rapping for y'all, even though a lot of it didn't make no sense. I'm gonna be your number. Come on, bro. I was about to catch that, bro. Damn. Somebody put that song in the comments so I can go jam to it later. In this one, I'm not even gonna cap to y'all. This is probably my favorite one. I don't even really know how to properly like name it or describe it, but it's just this voice of authority. Okay, y'all, let's see what I'm talking about. Let's get to it.
Be extortion.
Yeah, it would.
Extortion.
Someone is not flushing.
And we're not talking about a number one.
Yes, thank you, Aaron.
We're talking about shit. Photography. Hey, flip that light on, bro. I can't see. I mistake my 2s for my 3s when the lights is out. Go ahead and turn it on and fry this nigga, please.
On bar 16.
Ooh. Fry him. Ooh.
Can you tell the court what that was?
Battery.
Battery.
Mr. Chairman,
You
please.
recognize that man in back?
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He got a beating. Drugs. Time to scam. And now we got Nacho trying to look. He trying to do his best Breaking Bad impression. My man is in the lab with these pills and this medication. It ain't too much of nothing. So look, Howard, you see this over here? You see this back here? That's the road. Hit it.
He needed the practice.
I needed the practice.
The nigga committed a felony.
All the others are true stories. Look, being
fuck. That probably stings, man.
You get one warning, and that was it.
Warning. Division. Silence.
It's all good, man.
It's all good, man. Saul.
I'm gonna fix it myself.
Fixin'. Urine.
Do you want to be a friend of the cartel or do you want to be a rat?
Rat. Snitch. Informant. Nigga tail.
Your mom's good for something, huh? Hey, relax.
Thievery.
What do you think I'm doing? I'm calling the police.
Ooh, rat. The Better Call Saul, like I said, with Breaking Bad, it was Breaking Bad. This one I didn't really have one. I did something different every time, and I guess these are some of my favorite ones that kind of stood out to me that I would do. Like I said, I am such an idiot. I really don't know why y'all watch. I don't know why y'all watch me, for real. Like I genuinely wonder this every day. Why do these people watch me? Because I'm so stupid and unserious. But look, check these out. Give me an S. Give me an A. Give me a U. L. S. A. U. L. U. L. Saul. Let's get it. We coming up with something different every time. Don't worry about it. Saul, nigga. Saul, nigga. Saul, nigga. All right. Saul, baby, Saul. Drop them draws. Let's get it, man. Saul, Saul, Saul. Na-na. Better Call Saul. Fuck. Shit. Saul. Saul. Yeah, Saul. Oh yeah, he's the man. Better Call Saul. Oh yeah, fuck right. This is season 4 of Saul. We have 4 seasons of Saul. Saul Goodman, come to the front desk, please. Thank you. Baby, fuck me. Saul. Saul. Call that nigga. Better call Saul. Better Call Saul, guys. Season 5. Better Call Saul. This is the last one. And last but not least, the random moments, the funny moments, the shocking moments, just the best moments, top moments of mine, at least in my opinion, from the show. I don't know, I just felt like I went through and picked and seen what was worthy to be shown in this segment. And look, here they go, man. Like I said, once again, I'm so stupid and unserious and not funny, but look, we make the best of it, man. Shout out to y'all. Let's get into these moments.
Might as well head down to Skid Row and sell plasma.
You're representing people who have nowhere else.
I seen this tweet one time where it was like, owing me money and having plasma in your body is crazy. Get to selling.
You face being labeled a sex offender, Jimmy.
Ooh, that's not a good look. Certified lover boy, certified.
That is a trumped up load of horse crap, Chuck. Sex offender. That's not even remotely a...
That name gotta be registered and put on neighborhood watch. I lean on these niggas like another line of walk.
No, I'm not talking dirty to you.
What? Wait, you think that...
Aw, damn it.
And you're not talking dirty to me either.
Okay, bye.
Aw, she's no fun. He went to the payphone and had sent them a warning. Trey, 10 G's. Nigga, what? Oh, hell no. Look, that's not Benjamin Franklin. Hell, it ain't even Benjamin Button. Nigga, who is... Oh, no, bro. We can't be doing this. Oh, God. They're drunk. It's not real. And for some reason, he let him get in his car. Yeah, man, you can get in my car. Get him, sit in it. Feel the leather. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And without further ado, we have Better Call Saul. Without further ado, we have Better Call Saul. Without further ado, we have Better Call Saul. We have Better Call Saul. Call it CZ. We have Better Call Saul. Calling CZ. Bye.
The men's room.
Look, what if she pulled a dick out her pants and was like, you thought I was a woman?
But not our Jimmy. Couldn't be precious Jimmy. Stealing them blind. And he gets to be a lawyer? What a sick joke. I should have stopped him when I had the chance. And you have to stop him.
Nigga, the phone is still in the room. Get him the fuck out of here.
Chuck. All right.
Well, do you want me to rehearse the cello separately?
Rebecca.
Well, no, it's not just him. It's
Fry his ass. Working in a furniture store is probably just one of the chillest jobs you could have, bro. It's like, it's just furniture, man. Seems like it's pretty, chill, quiet. It's a good place to take a shit if you have to. I cut my hair off. See, look. Ooh, look at it. Look at me. Look at me go. I don't know, man. I just felt like I just wanted to let it go. It's time for a change. Time for something new. You know what I'm saying? So I cut my hair. She's pushing up against the wall and kissing him, and look, got him in the bed and started fucking him.
These are okay, but these...
They're stepped on. Woo. Shit'll make a man out of you. Yeah, look, Mike Airman Treasy 3000, bro. Don't fuck with him. Calling my man Q Ball. Fuck around and make your ass see a 8-ball. Black.
Still on the crown jewel. Shall we announce you? Oh, no, I'll blow my own horns.
What are they watching? Whatever it is, it sounds like it was made in the 1960s. Haha. Nigga. Viagra. This nigga said, look, by the end of the night.
Just promise me you won't move the toilet.
Y'all remember that toilet that guy had earlier in the show? And it would talk and it was saying like, put it in me, daddy, or whatever. It was saying something crazy like that. Freaky ass toilet. I can't believe I just said that on camera.
I'd like to invite you in. But I have work in the morning.
Oh, fuck. Damn, bro. Look, take a sick day. Call in. Look, he's upstairs. He's upstairs. He gave me a treat not to say nothing, but fuck it. Oh my God. No. Oh my God. No.
Stuck.
Oh my God. What?
Cat eating ice cream. Can you believe?
Hey, they on YouTube. Look, type in Sydney's y'all Better Call Saul. It'll be a picture of a nigga like me to come up on the thumbnail.
What the hell that is?
Oh,
this
yeah,
ship definitely travels.
Give it to me.
I'm sorry, you said the.
Oh, nigga, look at order. But if not, nigga, I ain't forgot. Did y'all see that motherfucker Jesse Pinkman's pants? Look at them motherfucking pants, bro. We back. I thought I would never say it again. Yeah, look, we brought it back one more time, bro. We about to break out into a musical number or something? Oh. I was a lawyer. I was a scammer. A cheater, a liar, a goddammer. And now I threw it all away. What the hell is this? And that concludes this video. Once again, we done with this show. And I definitely will say I was more sad finishing this show than I was when I finished Breaking Bad, because I don't know. I just got really attached to it, especially the last season. And I felt really, really bad about finishing it. But I mean, hey, we had to finish it. I'm not just gonna... Look, it would have been funny if I would have got to like the last 2 episodes and just disappeared. But sucks that we finished it, but I'm glad that we experienced and got through with it. So this is my series recap. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, for whatever parts that you did watch. If you watched the whole thing, if you made it this far, we clap it up for you, MVP of the motherfucking league. Hopefully this video won't be too long, but you got 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, Gatorade baths. Look, the Super Bowl is tomorrow, right? And my New England Patriots will win that motherfucker. Okay? At the time I'm recording this, the Super Bowl is tomorrow. It'll come out Super Bowl day. But my Patriots is gonna win, and we're gonna get home runs and hat tricks and Super Bowl rings out the ass. Okay? Go New England. Thank you guys so much for watching. And like I said, we got more stuff coming up soon, coming up next, probably very, very soon. And hopefully you guys stick around. If not, then hey, it was real while it lasted. No hard feelings at all. Like I said, I've done that before. Thank you guys so much for watching. New stuff coming soon. Stick with your boy, rock with your boy. And for Better Call Saul. That's all I got.